Good evening, dear sisters and brothers. Welcome to the evening session of Being Heartful Every Day with Swadhyaya. As we continue reflecting on the week's theme, which is going beyond belief and experience, let us explore the quiet power of trust in the unseen work of grace. Often on the spiritual path, we long for visible proof, a sign that transformation is happening, that meditation is working, that the divine is listening. Yet the most profound shifts occur in silence, beyond the reach of our awareness. The heart, like a seed beneath the soil, grows not in display but in darkness. Daji reminds us that when we surrender our need to know, the divine begins to reveal itself more fully. The mind wants to measure, the heart wants to trust. The mind asks for the evidence, the heart says, Thy will be done. Real progress begins when this trust matures, when we no longer seek to hold the light, but to become transparent to it. Just as clouds cannot obscure the sun's presence, our doubts and expectations cannot stop the work which is happening on us by the grace of the Master. They only delay our ability to perceive it. The moment we let go, grace flows unhindered. The unseen becomes felt and the impossible begins to unfold naturally. Belief is the first bridge, but realization lies on the other shore. Belief is necessary when we cannot yet see, but there comes a time when belief transforms into direct knowing, a knowing that is wordless, still, and complete. In that state, faith is no longer something we hold, it becomes what we are. Daji writes that true faith is not belief without reason, but the quiet certainty that arises from inner resonance. When the heart recognizes truth, belief becomes unnecessary because knowing has replaced it. This knowing cannot be taught or borrowed, it must fold within each of us in our own rhythm through daily practice and surrender. As Abhyasis, we may notice how faith deepens each time we meditate, do cleaning, offer our prayers sincerely. Over time, the belief that is possible becomes the knowing that it is happening. That is a sense of moving beyond belief. We stop learning on outer assurance and begin to rest in the silent confidence of the heart. Dear sisters and brothers, as we move ahead, let us continue to share the sense of this journey by inviting others to experience heartfulness through master classes and through the BHED sessions every day. Uh, the additional reading material on the theme for this week can be accessed as well as the videos of Revered Daji, and all you need to do is log on to the Heartfulness app, and under the Sunday tab dated 2nd November, you will be finding this additional reading material. You may please choose to explore this reading material as well. Our inspirational reading this week continues from chapter 1 under the subsection Going Beyond Belief and Experience from the Heartfulness Way, Book 2 by our beloved Daji. If you have a copy of the book, please read along. Receive each word as transmission, as an inner vibration guiding you beyond the need to understand into the simplicity of being. I'll be using my copy to read as we would not be displaying the text. We are now on page number 21 of the book, Going Beyond Belief and Experience. Daji, earlier you gave us the analogy of climbing a mountain to the summit. Do we have to wait till we reach that pinnacle before we can bring people of all religions and beliefs together? And people of science and religion together? Many groups today are hosting interfaith gatherings and prayers. The idea is that harmony will not happen through everyone becoming the same, but by accepting the differences and experiencing our shared humanity. For example, in Hinduism, there is the idea of God taking many forms and shapes, a polytheistic idea where Lord Buddha says to forget God altogether and believe in yourself. How do you reconcile these two approaches that appear to contradict each other? And consider the eating habits of followers of Jainism and Islam. So there are fundamental differences, and we can appreciate the reason why those differences came out about. They are superficial. I would like to share with you a very practical and lasting approach given by my guide Babuji. He suggested that by transcending belief together, altogether, we will uncover truth. He also created the methods to do so. In Reality at Dawn, Babuji introduced this process in the following way. Spirituality begins where religion ends. Religion is only a preliminary stage for preparing a person for their march on the path of freedom. When they have set foot on the path, they are then beyond the limits of religion. The end of religion is the beginning of spirituality. The end of spirituality is the beginning of reality. And the end of reality is the real bliss. When that too is gone, we have reached the destination. That is the highest mark, which is almost inexpressible in words. He mapped out the steps for us from religion or science to spirituality to reality to bliss to nothingness. This stepwise progression is the crux of our evolution of consciousness, the progressive awakening of our potential. It is like the growth of a tree from a seed to a seedling to a sapling to a flowering tree to a large canopied giant with roots stretching for meters and meters around. The difference is that our inner evolution expands from one vibrational dimension to the next. The journey is also outgrowing clothes from childhood to adulthood. First, we outgrow belief and second-hand knowledge and move into the realm of direct experience. Then, we outgrow experience to reach the stage of reality where awareness comes through direct perception without any filters. For this to happen, we need to transform to become so refined that we are in constant osmosis with the ultimate rather than just have glimpses every now and then. Now we are interested in our true nature, not in gaining experiences and knowledge. As a result, our footprint in the world reduces as our inner states become progressively subtler and purer. There is a footnote which has been marked as an asterisk. Reality at Dawn Sahaj Mark Spirituality Foundation. And with this, we'll take a pause from the reading right now, as it is time to offer the universal prayer. Let us all now offer the universal prayer with heart full of love. All brothers and sisters are being filled with love and devotion, and real faith is growing stronger in them. सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं और उनमें सच्ची श्रद्धा दृढ़ होती जा रही है. Let this universal prayer resonate deeply, awakening the light of unity and unconditional love in the hearts of all, fostering a sense of oneness across the world. Dear sisters and brothers, as you prepare for the rest tonight, reflect gently on your journey. Do you find yourself longing for an experience today, a sign, a feeling, a confirmation? Or were there moments of quiet rest when you simply rested in the constant remembrance? Offer both the longing and the trust to the Master. Let your heart whisper, I surrender to your work within me, whether I sense it or not. And sleep with the awareness that the real work is happening unseen but unfeeling in the silence of your heart. Dear sisters and brothers, thank you for joining this evening session. And as we move further into the week's theme of going beyond belief and experience, may we live more in surrender and less in expectation, trusting that the Master's grace moves where words and will cannot. When belief becomes knowing and the experience becomes being, the heart truly enters the realm of realization. We look forward to being together again tomorrow for the morning session at 6 a.m. Until then, may your night be blessed with peace, and may the silent presence of the beloved Master remain a source of comfort until morning. Wishing you all a very good night.